Hey everybody, it's Natasha and I'm back here in the North Grove kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. Okay, to make these at home, you're gonna need the following tools. You're gonna need some measuring cups, so you're gonna need a half cup, a full cup, and a 2-cup measuring cup. You're gonna need 2 bowls because you're gonna mix your dry and your wet ingredients separately before we combine them. You're gonna need a spoon or a spatula. You're gonna need a tablespoon, a teaspoon, and a 1/2 teaspoon measuring, and 2 spoons to add your cookies to your pan with your parchment to bake your cookies. Okay, so the ingredients you're gonna need to make pumpkin chocolate chip cookies at home is pumpkin. This is a jar of our pumpkin puree, 2 cups of flour, and 1 cup of sugar, salt, vanilla extract, or if you like, you could use maple syrup instead, cooking oil, baking soda, cinnamon, some chocolate chips, 1 egg, baking powder, a little bit of milk, and last, of course, is our favorite, which is pumpkin spice. We've also preheated our oven to 350 degrees, so that's all ready for us. Okay, we're gonna get started, and we're gonna get started with this set of ingredients here first. So we're gonna take 1 cup of our pure pumpkin puree. It has a beautiful fall color to it. We're gonna add our 1 cup of sugar. Half a cup of oil. Then we're gonna add our vanilla or maple syrup, whichever you choose. And 1 egg. So if you have some little people around helping you bake today, this will be their favorite task. And then we're gonna give that a stir. All those ingredients together. And it smells delicious already. I hope these become one of your favorites. So once you have that good and mixed together, you can move on to the next set of ingredients. So we're gonna start off with our 2 cups of flour. We have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Next, we're gonna take 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We have 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. If you were really into pumpkin spice, you can up that to 1 full teaspoon. And here we have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we're gonna give these dry ingredients a good mix them all around. And next we're gonna dissolve our baking soda into our teaspoon of milk. We're gonna get it all dissolved in there. And then we're gonna stir it in to our wet ingredients. And we're gonna add our mixtures together. Okay, so we're gonna give it a good stir to combine our wet and our dry bowls. Mixing is also a favorite task that little children have while they're helping you bake at home. So once you have some of the flour mixed into your wet ingredients, it's a great time to pass the bowl to them and let them have a try. And once you have your 2 mixtures mixed well together, you see a really pretty burnt orange color here. We're gonna add some chocolate chips. Now I have a cup of chocolate chips here. You could add less or you could add more. You could also try something like some chopped walnuts, any kind of nut that you like to them as well. So we're gonna mix our chocolate chips in good here. And then we're gonna get ready to drop them on our baking sheet and bake them. So our mixture here is looking a little moist, so I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit more flour. I didn't measure that out, so you can just kind of eyeball it and decide how you think it looks. Once you know it will form kind of into a ball or drop by a spoonful on your pan, you're good to go. Take this now and drop it on our parchment. I like to cook everything at home on parchment. This helps me not to burn things. You get a nice kind of golden bottom when you do it. Now our recipe says you'll get 18 cookies out of this batch, depending on how big you make them. You may get a little more or a little less. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven. I'm gonna clean up my mess. And in 8 to 11 minutes, we'll have some delicious pumpkin spice cookies. Okay, so these cookies are done. They were in for 10 minutes. So we're gonna let them sit there on the pan for 2 minutes on our rack, and then we're gonna move them to a plate. So this is what your cookies can look like when they're done. These have a little bit more chocolate chips in them than these ones do here, and they've got that really pretty kind of burnt orange pumpkin color to them. What you might notice when you're done baking and putting all your ingredients away is that you're gonna have a lot of pure pumpkin puree left. So I'd like you to tell us in the comments below what you're gonna do with the rest of your pumpkin puree. I hope you and your family like this recipe, and we'll see you again soon back here in the North Grove kitchen.